Finally, ladies and gentlemen, it happened. 2nd of April, 37 games in, 10 episodes. It's been a long slog to get ourselves into the playoffs. Can we stay there? The final few games of the season. Let's find out. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm absolutely in it. Jesus, if I don't do this, it's going to be a bloody disaster. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 10 of the Sunderland Till I Die series here on Football Manager 2021. And a massive milestone has finally been hit on and off screen here today. We have finally made it into the playoffs. We are a massive 4 points clear from MK Dons with only a few games left. And we've also hit 10 episodes of the Sunderland series. So I just want to say a massive thank you. I really do appreciate all the support. This series so far, I'm absolutely loving it. It's been a massive, massive success in terms of the viewership and everything like that. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I think it's my highest viewed series up to this point. And of course, if you do enjoy this series, any of my episodes, make sure you hit that like, subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell to be reminded for any future episodes. Now, of course, the main concern with coming towards the end of our first season here is that we all know the board wanted me to get automatic promotion. I think it's safe to say at this point, looking at the table, that's pretty much off the cards. We're not going to get automatic promotion. We might still get promoted. However, it's going to be the luck of the draw. We're going to need a lot from the FM gods, which we have prayed to in the past, to be able to get some decent wins in this playoffs. Obviously, there's no guarantee that we'll get into it. However, with a game in hand over the likes of Peterborough and Oxford, it's looking pretty likely, right? And with only, how many games is this? 3, 6, 7. With 9 games to go, you'd fully expect us to be able to at least get into the playoffs. And if for some reason we don't, we're probably going to be in a little bit of trouble. Thankfully, we've been able to improve our manager performance to a C, which means the chances of us getting sacked at this moment in time is very, very low. However, missing out on the playoffs could potentially be disastrous, if I'm honest with you viewers. Bloody disastrous. Now, you're all asking yourselves, Alex, how did you get into that very important position? Well, since the last episode, which was, of course, the 2-2 draw away from home against Crewe, something has changed. The thing that hasn't changed is our inability to keep clean sheets, but we're actually winning more games and we're actually being consistent, which is an absolute bloody game changer. We've played 5 games in total, 4 wins and 1 loss has really seen us not only improve our position in the league, but also improve our ability for me not to lose my job, basically. And we've scored a lot of goals, to be fair. What's this? We've scored 4, 5. We scored 7 goals in 5 games and we conceded 3. So, you know, our inability to keep clean sheets is hindering us a little bit. We've kept 3 clean sheets in the past 10 games, which isn't brilliant. So that's potentially something we need to look at going into next year. We might need to improve our centre-backs potentially. Now, we will go into each game individually as we like to do. And we're going to kickstart things off. The home win against Swindon. Now, before we get into reviewing the games, I just want to sort of bring something to everyone's attention, is that Pietro Pellegrini has stopped scoring as many goals as he did in the past few episodes. He seems to be struggling a little bit for goals. He's only got, throughout the matches you're going to see today, I think he's only got 1 goal in 5, which is a massive concern. The only consolation is that he seems to be contributing a lot more to the overall team performance. You seem to have this knack with strikers. You'll know, if you play FM for a while, you'll know exactly what I mean, is where if a striker's not scoring or assisting, they tend to become a little bit invisible to the overall team game and the overall performance. So thankfully it looks like Pellegrini is still contributing. However, we need to get him scoring again, because Pellegrini is a massive integral player to this season especially, and for hopefully if we get him next year, for next year as well. So we need him to start scoring again, otherwise I can start seeing our performances starting to drop. Now, with the first game that you have missed was a 2-0 win against Swindon Town. A very important win, a very dominant performance as well, with 18 shots compared to their 9. An overall good team performance. Our defence especially having a really, really good game with Hume, Wright, Hejamaji and Sanderson, and our goalkeeper Burge as well having some really good games. Now, if you're Swindon, you're probably looking at this game saying, how did we lose 2-0 and not score ourselves? And I think Swindon should probably be looking at this game with a little bit of beanboozlement or bafflement as to why they couldn't get a single goal, because they did have their chances in this game. They really did have their chances to at least get one goal. Now, something that is concerning me as well is Jordan Jones. Mr. Jordan Jones here, obviously he's on loan from Rangers. He's got 8 goals, 5 assists in 35 games for us. I'm a little bit concerned. For a player of his ability, I feel like he should be performing at a much higher level. Obviously, he's not got much about him in the nicest way possible, apart from his dribbling first touch, and he's very, very quick. Physicals are probably some of the best in our squad, but he's just not been given a great return in terms of his goals or assists. So I'm debating whether or not I should be extending his loan into next year. Do let me know in the comment section if you do think I should or if I shouldn't. And, you know, if you've got any advice as what I should maybe change about him, do let me know, because I'm up for trying to get the most out of Jordan Jones, especially into the final few games. I feel like we need to try and make the most out of him to try and get him on the score sheet a little bit more. But yeah, Ben Woodburn and Maguire getting 2 goals to secure the win very late on in the second half. It was a bit concerning as we came into the sort of the latter stages of the game that we weren't able to get a goal, but thankfully we were able to. And Ben Woodburn getting himself on the score sheet once again, and he seems to be scoring a few goals recently as well. The next game was a home win against Rochdale, where I did mention that Pellegrini did get himself 1 goal, and it was against Rochdale very, very late on in the game for a very even game. Once again, Rochdale are probably coming out of this thinking how they lost away from home. Our attacking quadruple really struggled apart from Pellegrini. Jones, Maguire and Woodburn not really able to establish themselves in the game. Defensively, we were decent apart from Hume. Max Power, captain, leading the way as well. I mean, I don't know how we won this game, but I'm very, very glad that we did, because losing against Rochdale or getting a draw wouldn't have been great for us, would have really took us off the pace a little bit, and especially considering we're on a decent run of form. You know, we'd only lost 1 in 6 games, so we were doing relatively well. The next game was, I mean, we got some luck in this game, I'm not going to lie to you, against Portsmouth, a 2-1 win away from home. And never before have I been so bloody happy and the self-confessed tactical genius that I called myself after this game. We went 1-0 down after 31 minutes. I decided to bring on 2 players, Ross Stewart and Jack Diamond. Zoom in, Alex, you know, make it known that my tactical substitutions played a role and won us the game. And I'm going to be really smug now, so you're all going to deal with it. I mean, to be fair, the chances of that happening over the next 5 years is probably very rare, so I've got to appreciate the good moments. No, but a very, very good 2-1 win. Once again, we had the luck here. We got some 2 goals very, very late on, decided to change a few things, and it worked. I'm really, really happy. I mean, Pompey were probably a little bit disappointed to come out with a loss, considering that they were 1-0 up going into the final few minutes of the game, but my God, did we deserve to win. We just couldn't get a goal. We just couldn't get a goal. So once again, I decided to make some substitutions and we were able to get all 3 points. And once again, every 3 points at this stage of the season is very, very important. However, we weren't able to continue our winning streak as we then got a loss away from home against Wigan. I'm pretty sure Wigan aren't particularly great. Where are Wigan? Wigan are in 10th, so I think they were a bit far down when we came to play them. But we may have had the luck, but by God, were we unlucky. The only player to get a positive rating in our team was a centre-back and a goalkeeper, and that should say a hell of a lot at how poor we were. Wigan were very, very good on the night. Zach Clow, I think his name is, Zach Clow, getting the only goal of the game very, very early on, and for us not to be able to even get a single goal out of this game was bitterly disappointing considering the attacking talent that we did have on the pitch. So I decided to give Diamond and Stewart a start. in this game, considering they got us the win last time. Unfortunately, they had some very poor games with a 6.2 and a 6.5 rating. On midfield, struggling as well with Scowen and Power. Scowen and Power's first game back together in a good few games. And for them to not being able to, control the game that their ability should be able to do was bitterly disappointing. Now, the next game, we were able to get ourselves back into winning ways with a 2-1 win against Lincoln. Rochdale getting himself on the score sheet once again, but getting injured in the 65th minute, and Chris Maguire with a penalty as well. They did get a goal very, very late on, 17 minutes from time through Morton. Thankfully, we were able to hold on, secure all 3 points, and get ourselves into the playoff positions. Now, obviously, we need to beat Oxford. I did say we would be playing Bristol Rovers. Unfortunately, the game did get postponed, so we are going to be against Oxford today. It's still a very, very big game in fourth, arguably a bigger game today against Oxford, because we can potentially... Can we overtake Oxford? We can't, but we can definitely close the gap on them. Obviously, Hull have won the league. Ipswich look like... I mean, it's very tight at the top. Oxford, Bristol Rovers and Ipswich all fighting for that last automatic spot. Could we potentially sneak in and get ourselves in that spot? Probably not, but we can live and hope. But as I said before, chance of us getting playoffs is probably 90%, I feel like. So we're going to go to the game, and I'm going to show you the team that is going to be playing today against Oxford. I nearly forgot, viewers, we did have Regen Day while you were away, and we did get some decent players in our youth intake. Now, how good they're going to become considering the league we're in, I'm not too sure. But I want to bring your attention to one particular man, Mr. Fraser McKenna, a young striker, a Scottish young striker, who probably isn't going to make it looking at his stats, but overall he's okay. I mean, he's probably the best we could hope for considering the level we're at and, the youth sort of facilities and network that we have. I mean, physically he's okay. Technically, he's decent. I mean, the thing that's going to help him most is the determination and work rate, considering it's at 12 and 14. And he's fairly professional, which means he's going to be a lot more sort of focused on his training and how he treats his body and everything like that. And hopefully, maybe we can see him play a first team match in the near future. Maybe. Probably not, but we'll have to wait and see, won't we? We'll have to wait and see. Fraser McKenna, the next Ronaldo, mark my words. Okay, so the lineup going into today's game is Mr. Burge in goal, Hume, Wright, Exomarge and Sanderson as your back four, Scowen and Power as your midfield double, your quadruple attack of Woodburn, Maguire, Jones and Pellegrini. Hopefully Pellegrini can get himself on the score sheet today, fingers crossed. As you can see from the past 5 games, not many players have been getting really good ratings. Despite the wins, no one's really stood out apart from Burge. Burge has probably been our best player over the past 5 games. Obviously conceded 27 and 29. I feel like for keepers, it's particularly quite difficult to get a good rating on Football Manager. But Burge has definitely been the saviour of a few matches of us over the past few months. So hopefully he can continue that going into today's game. Now, we do have a pretty full fit side, so that does work well for us. Jack Diamond and Ross Stewart out of the first 11 because we are not messing about. We're at home. The fans are very hopeful. The pressure's on me to get a win here, and fingers crossed we'll be able to get ourselves that coveted 3 points. Now, the team talk's gone absolutely bloody tremendously well there, so let's do the typical FM thing and try to sort it out. Ben Woodburn, Pellegrini, play your natural game. No one gives a shit. Fantastic news. Once again, the stands are bloody empty. I mean, come on, everyone. I mean, right, enough of the babbling, Alex. Let's get into the game. We do have our first chance very early on in the game. It looks like it is going to come down to us and the Sunderland faithful. Once again, I can't get over how empty the stands are. Jordan Jones, Pellegrini, lovely ball to Woodburn. He's thrown goal. It's got to be a goal. And it continues, ladies and gentlemen, like there was any doubt ever. Ben Woodburn getting himself on the score sheet. A lovely assist from Pellegrini as well. I'm not too sure how much of the credit Pellegrini can take, because I feel like it was more of a defensive mishap that got him the assist there. It's a terrible defensive clearance there from, who's this? Long. I mean, you're going to be long thinking into the night with that clearance. Okay. But that's a very good start to the game. We're already 6 points clear of MK Dons. Hopefully MK Dons can do us a favour and actually lose the game that they're playing. Long on the ball. Probably still crying over the goal that he's just let us score. Now, it is a bit concerning because Oxford do look like they're going to have an attack unless we can nullify, and it's a poor ball in, and Burge is going to collect. Is it Manuel Neuer or is it Burge? I'm not too sure. Now, let's not get too hasty here. Hume on the left-hand side. Lovely ball to Woodburn. He's going to pass it inside, I'm guessing, to Maguire. Scowen. Can he get a good pass in? Pellegrini. Finding space to Jordan Jones. Been heavily criticised by me in today's episode. Can he get himself an assist? He done. Sanderson. Pellegrini. He's hit the crossbar. Oh, he's hit the crossbar again. I mean, that reminds me very much of the Liverpool-Everton game where Pickford hands it onto his crossbar and Origi scores. It could have been the same situation there with Pellegrini. Very, very unlucky not to get himself on the score sheet. A little bit lower, and you'd probably say that's going to be going in, right? As we come towards half-time, it's been a very, very good performance by the boys. Maguire with a set piece. Ball in. Pellegrini. That's a great save by Martin. Normally, you think them sort of set pieces are going to be going in. But now it is a little bit concerning. A Shodpo on the left-hand side. It gets past his man. He's very, very quick. Let's not give away a pen. But thankfully, goes all by himself. Selfish, if anything. Giving us, hopefully, still a 1-0 lead going into half-time. And it looks like MK Dons are currently drawing against Lincoln. Now, Lincoln are very much a mid-table side. Obviously, we beat them in the games that you missed. And that team talk's gone very, very well. Hopefully, Lincoln can do us a favour. Where are Lincoln? Oh, Lincoln are just outside the relegation spots. I do apologise. So we do need to keep an eye on that MK Dons have just taken the lead, which means they have gone still within 4 points clear. We're still 4 points clear away from MK Dons, as there is another chance. Martin, that lovely ginger hair of his, and it's a good clearance from right. However, Woodburn gives the ball away. It's a big ball, but thankfully we're able to deal with it. Hume, right to Burge. Ball to Exmagi. A lovely ball to Jordan Jones. Can he create something? Using that pace to his advantage, we hope. Max Power. They're trying to pressure us here, but we're able to play around it. Lovely ball to Sanderson. Known for his crossing. Can he get the ball into Pellegrini's head? 6 foot of something of absolute love. And it's pinball at the moment. Sanderson. Jordan Jones. Woodburn. With a prime opportunity to put us 2-0 up. I think I was going to go time wasting, but the game isn't going to let me for now. Oh no. Oh no, we're in trouble. Tyler. If we can't defend this, we're going to be in trouble. Barker barking his way in front of our defence. But it's a good clearance from Sanderson. But we're not able to get to the second ball, which does keep the pressure on our defence. Long. Adekun. Lovely ball. But we're able to collect it. Are we going to be able to launch a counter-attack? We're not. Shodpo. Tyler! I don't know what our goalkeeper's doing there. But once again, I may have criticised Jordan Jones, who may be disappointing, but boy, have I been singing the praise of Burge. The positioning from Burge there is absolutely terrible. I mean, it's a good finish, to be fair, but Burge should be doing a lot better. He's too far to his right side of the goal, and he has to take full criticism for us conceding that. However, it looks like there is going to be another chance, another set piece. Can we make the most of it without getting counter-attack? Maguire, it's a ball in. Come on! Captain Fantastic, Max Power, puts us 2-1 ahead. Finally, we've scored a goal from a set piece. It feels like we've had a few set pieces in this game and we haven't been able to make the most of it. Max Power with a lovely composed finish. Pellegrini getting himself another assist. Once again, I'm not too sure how much credit he could take for the assist, as MK Dons have took a 3-0 lead. Now, I am thinking that we are going to start time wasting and playing for set pieces to try and see this game out for the final few minutes. Okay, the final few minutes are coming to it. We've got 4 minutes added time. Can we get ourselves a 3-1 lead? Exmarge with... oh my God, Martin's absolutely blasted that quickly. I didn't expect being 2-1 down, Alex. Hume, big ball to Pellegrini. Oh no. Oh God, we're trying to time waste, but it's not going to work, I don't think, unless we can get ourselves the ball. Hansen, Sykes, Lee. It feels like a bad cop thing. It sounds like a bad cop show with them names. Burge, it's a big boot. Jordan Jones, not able to get to it, and the pressure is on. Holy smokes, please get that right. Lovely ball to Maguire. Can he thread a ball through? And we are on the counter-attack. Jordan Jones, he's got the pace to get past his man. Has he got the finish in? He doesn't. That is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. Jordan Jones can't finish his dinner. Who would have thought it? And with only what, 1 minute, just over 1 minute to go. Can we see the game out? And it looks like there is going to be another chance. Woodburn, a chance to put the game beyond doubt, and he takes the shot, but he's not able to convert, and it's going to be squeaky bum time here for Oxford. We've got 45 seconds. I think the game is probably over. I mean, oh no, Adakun, let's not concede now with only 30 seconds to go. Long, it's a great ball in. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Look, they had the 0.44 expected goals, and they scored 2 goals. Jordan Jones, again, having about as much impact as a rock on a river. What an idiot. Team meeting? Oh, piss off, you lot. Don't get in my face now. I'm not happy. I'm lying to them. I don't care. Chinese whispers. I can't believe that we've just lost that game in the final minute. Now, how many minutes were added on? I want to see how many minutes were added on in this game, because if it was more than what should be, there's going to be a very strongly written letter to the FA. I can't see. As it froze, I can't believe it. As if we've lost that, drew that game. And MK Dons won as well, which means we are only 2 points clear. And that is putting a lot of pressure on me. God damn it, Oxford, you're so lucky, honestly. Oh, that's made it a lot more stressful for me over the next few games. Right, where are we going to come back to in episode 11? I feel like it's going to be the final 2 games of the season. Plymouth and Northampton, away and at home, for the final 2 games to see if we get ourselves an automatic playoff spot, which of course will be in tomorrow's episode. So thank you all so much for watching. Have a good morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm not a bottle job. It was bad luck. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.